I'm talking too much, so I can't even pay attention to what's going on. Oh, that was so smooth! That was even smoother. Hey everybody, Jammer here, and welcome to Smashing Sundays, even though it's not Sunday today. But basically, so since we don't get to post that much on J&K Games, I wanted to kind of do my own personal channel, and like, for example, for Smashing Sundays, I kind of wanted to just basically vlog and go over a little bit of the gaming news for the month or for the week while I play a little Smash Bros. Just because I don't know, Smash is fun. So basically, the big thing that happened this week was Nintendo revealing their E3 plans, and I'm really looking for. I was like, a lot of it there's a lot I already saw coming. For example, the digital event coming back, I knew that was going to come back. They worked really well last year. I don't know why they try to change a formula that works really well. And then they said that what was a big surprise was the bringing back the Nintendo World Champions, which I think is really interesting. I wonder how they're going to actually do it. Whether it's going to be classic games or like new games or however they're going to work it. I'm not really sure there. Oh my goodness, she is so evasive! To be honest, I kind of hope they keep to the original and like keep to the old games. It would actually be kind of cool to see a fresh take on like new games too. Oops, you got me there. But I honestly, personally feel like they're gonna try to keep it like how it used to be. Play like a couple old games and like time them and stuff like that. And yeah, it would be really fun to try to like participate in that. So I believe it's at the end of this month. Oh, that was stupid. I believe that's the end of this month, but I can't make it because I think I'm going to be at work when they're going to be holding it. So I think it's the afternoon on the like last Friday of the month. But it'd be interesting and kind of fun to try it out, you know. It's gracious. Another thing about that they announced is they're going to hold another Best Buy demo again this year. Which, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed about. I mean, Mario Maker, like, I'm not really feeling that Mario Maker hype. Like, I just don't feel like that's the game that should be in the demo. Just because last year it was this game, and this game was huge. Like, this was like the biggest game of the year, you know? Unless Mario Maker is going to be a lot bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. But I mean, I'm probably still going to go just because it's a really fun community. Like, and basically you get to see all the Nintendo nerds of your area if you didn't know where they were. It's really fun, honestly. You get a lot of free stuff, and like the reps there are really fun. Like, and last year what actually happened was I went to both of them on Saturday and the Wednesday to play Smash. And on that Wednesday night, they closed before I could play the last time. So what they did is they gave me a little like VIP pass, so I came back on Saturday and cut the line. So it was kind of cool. So I recommend to go anyways, even if you're not really looking forward to Mario Maker. Because to be honest though, I am a little curious how they're going to run the demo. Whether it's going to be like some pre-made levels or there's going to be basically like you make your own levels and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting nonetheless how they do it. While I would prefer to different, I don't even know what game they could have done instead, because honestly nothing else is up to the prestige of Smash Bros. This year. With Zelda being out of the question, they said that's not even to be. Wow, did I just destroy her? I didn't even realize it. Yeah, with Zelda being out of the game, I mean, I'm not really sure what their plans will be. I mean, we're gonna have an E3 predictions video coming up probably within the next week or so on the J&K Games channel. So be sure to check that out when we have that up. We're gonna do E3 predictions for Nintendo, Microsoft, and probably even a PlayStation one as well, or Sony one as well. Who do I want to be next? I don't want to stick with me. No, let's go Bowser Jr. So yeah, anyways, as far as what game could have replaced that demo, I'm not really sure, because, I mean, it would have been kind of cool if they were actually revealing, really? Freaking Ditto? Let's do this. It would have been, I mean, if they actually were, what's it called? Advertising the Star Fox Wii U, which they're not, which is weird. I don't know why. But honestly, if that had like a multiplayer online or something like that, like honestly, okay, if Splatoon hadn't been coming out prior E3, that would have been the E3 demo that I would have expected. Or like at least the one that would be at the Best Buy demo, you know? Goodness. And now that, well, now I honestly, get over there. Gosh. No, did he really get me? Oh, that's dumb! Whatever, I'll get you back. So it'll just be, regardless, it'll be really interesting. Because I'm sure, like, they seem to really trying to hype up Mario Maker, even though, I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be a cool game. Like, slowly but surely, as more information's been coming out, like the Game Awards or whatever that one Japanese event where they had that one creator making levels for people to compete to play in. There we go. That was like that was kind of cool. It was really fun. Like how my favorite part was when the coins tricked the person to go down, but it was literally just to your death. Like, it's gonna be really cool, and I just hope they do the online. If they do online right, then it'll be a good game. Oh, what? That was so sick. So another thing that happened this week was there's that I believe a Reddit leak or rumor about what's their name? Retro Studios? No, not Retro Studios. The people who do the Paper Mario series. Oh shoot, he got me. Basically, someone supposedly went to an event, and there was a rep there that said they're doing a new Paper Mario game for Wii U, just nonchalantly. Which usually leaks don't happen like that, but I mean, sweet. Anyways, it's still something to talk about because I love the Paper Mario series. Thousand Year Door is actually one of my favorite games of all time. It is an amazing game, and honestly, us fans of the original gameplay of Paper Mario haven't had a true game in the series literally since then. So it's been, oh wow, he's getting me with those combos. Yeah, we haven't had a game since Thousand Year Door, technically speaking. So if they really return back to the original formula, that'd be amazing. I'd be so impressed. Well, he is just kicking my butt. I just really hope they bring back the party system. You know, the actual character that I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, the Wii one is actually really fun, but it honestly should have been its own standalone thing. I mean, I guess the Paper Mario aesthetic worked. I actually liked that game, but would I have preferred more original Paper Mario game? Yes, I totally would have. I'm just getting my butt kicked. Oh! I thought, yeah, shield that. So, so we'll probably maybe hear something about that, if that was a true leak or not. It'd be really interesting to see what happens there. Because I know a lot of people... Oh, get out of here. He might beat me. Yeah, he got me. Well, there's my first loss. Just kidding. So yeah, I really hope something happens with that. And the last thing, another thing I want to talk about was when, I think this is actually a little bit ago, but Nintendo came out with their quarterly report, I believe. I actually don't want to be about this junior. They came out with a quarterly report, and it basically kind of went over what they're doing and what kind of money or what kind of things they're planning on for this, what to make them money, I guess, or whatever. Anyways, there was a mention of Mario Kart 8 DLC, which it was actually it supposedly may have been written prior to the second DLC pack coming out, so it might be referring to that. Oh wow, he got me with that. He didn't even need it though. So it might have been just referring to that, which. So what if it did? But if it didn't, if it wasn't, oh, I thought I got him there. So if it was referring to DLC Pack 2, it's oh well. But if it actually is maybe talking about a second one or a third one, perhaps even a fourth one coming out, that'd be amazing. If you watched our at Janking Games, if you watched our post, oh shoot, if you watched our post DLC Pack 2 gameplay, or excuse me, post play review. We both talked about how maybe some other packs could come in and other characters from the Nintendo universe would work in Mario Kart. and we were both really excited about it. So like, maybe they could do other characters. For example, another one that I really would want to see is Kirby, because I mean, in one of the trailers, or for the Rosalina trailer, for this game, you remember Kirby was riding on Rainbow Road and blah blah blah. Come here. So like it just made it honestly made sense, like the Warp Star and like him being in Kirby Air Ride, like having his own semi-racing game, which that would be another game that would be awesome to come back. I doubt it'll ever happen, just because. Ooh, that's sexy. Oh wow, not too hot there. All right, time to turn it on, right? So another game that I've been following a lot recently, if you've been watching J&K games, we've been talking a lot about ukulele. And there was recently an interview that came out with them, and then it's just really interesting how passionate they are about the genre. It's amazing just to hear them talk, and honestly, it just gives me more amped for this game. They did even say that they might even have E3 plans, because I believe that the day before E3 is when their Kickstarter ends. So we might even be able to see something at E3 or who knows what. It's just really interesting because I mean I personally have never played Banjo-Kazooie. I've watched a lot of gameplay of it, but I've never actually played. I'm just sucking right now. But like I love the 3D platformer genre. One of my first games ever was a 3D platformer. Granted, it wasn't one of the big name titles. It was a very third party. It was Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue for the Sega Dreamcast. Actually, no, it was for PC, but it was on the PlayStation 1, Sega Dreamcast, and I think it later came out for N64. Could be wrong. I don't know. Anyways, that was my first game of all time, and that was a big 3D platform. I love that game. I spent countless hours on that game as a kid. So, like, it's a fun genre that I really enjoy as well. Oh, come here. There we go. Yeah, I'm decent at Smash. I'm not the best. So don't... Oh, okay. Don't hate on me for this. Get off me. I'm talking too much, so I can't even pay attention to what's going on. Oh, that was so smooth! That was even smoother. So let's think, was there something else that came out this week, or... I can't remember. I think it might have been it, to be brutally honest. I know there's, oh, well, Splatoon's coming out pretty soon. Next week, I believe. And we participated in the test fire. We put our gameplay on J&K Games, and we live streamed it on Twitch the day we played it. And it was an interesting game. There was a little bit of a learning curve, I'll give it that. Oh, get out of here, Robin. Not losing 2 matches. So I actually, literally after I played the test fire, I went and, what's it called? I went and pre-ordered the game because I hadn't done it yet. I had planned to, but I just hadn't gotten around to the time. But another thing I'd like to touch on about the Splatoon, and then Smash for that matter, is the Splatoon Mii costumes. We'll be posting a basically like a little mini review / like overview of them once they come out. And to be brutally honest, I thought it was kind of a lame excuse to get them in the game. And if you watched our predictions, our Smash Ballot predictions video, I'm gonna go back to Mewtwo to finish this off. If you watch our Smash Ballot predictions video, you'll see that we actually predicted, our second most realistic prediction was that Inkling was going to become a playable fighter. But I mean, I guess this Mii fighter doesn't really count it out. I mean, because there's a Link costume, for example, so and Link's in the game twice. Oh, I'm gonna throw her up.
Focus on stretching your back.
Oh, she got me. So I mean, it doesn't count her out just yet, but like, it makes it less likely, I feel like. Which is kind of a bummer, because I don't know. I thought she or he, the Inkling being in this game would be a super unique character. And like if they actually incorporated some of like the mechanics from the game, it'd be like really an interesting character. Oh, come on, Peach. Oh.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Like, for example, like the final smash that we said that they could have would be, of course, the Ink Uza or Ink Bazooka or whatever it's called, where the thing just like splatters the whole screen. And it'd be really interesting, like maybe the roll would be turning into, oh, that was so smooth. The roll, for example, would maybe be going into the ink and like turning into squid mode or something like that. Oh, okay, I can never land that move. I use confusion, and then they always seem to get out every time. Oh, almost got you there. Oh, she almost got me there.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Miss. Yeah, so the Mii, I really hope that they don't continue to do that with, I mean, I guess it's kind of, like, for Proto Man X and Proto Man and Mega Man X, I guess it made, I don't know, I honestly would have preferred them just to be all skins of Mega Man, because to be brutally honest, I do not like playing as the Mii fighters. They just lack personality. Like, sure, it's like a fun way to get any character you want, like, pretty much any character you want into the game, but like, it's just not the same, you know? It just, I mean, I'm all for the Mii fighters, don't get me wrong. I don't really, like, I love any addition to Smash. So I'm not really, like, hating on the Mii, saying, like, they should have never been included. But it's, like, it's just kind of a bummer that there are these really cool characters that, like, they want to incorporate in Smash. Or they could incorporate in Smash, but instead they put them in as a costume. Granted, if it wasn't for the Miis, potentially they could never, like, never be in Smash. Which... So for that aspect, I guess I should be grateful for the Mii fighters, but still, I would have preferred, like, I would have rather X and Proto Man be just alt skins of Mega Man, rather than, oh, that was so smooth, rather than Mii fighter costumes. And then Skull Kid being an actual character. Dunban could have been a skin of Shul. I think can make it work somehow, I don't know. Peach, you're not doing too hot. My Mewtwo game is too much on point. So yeah, it will be interesting. Maybe they will actually reveal Inkling as a character later on, after the game releases or something. I don't know. It's just her chances seem a little bit less likely with the Mii fighter costume.
Now return to your
I shouldn't like be super negative about it, but it just doesn't seem like as likely anymore. So yeah. So if there's any other Mii fighter characters costumes that you actually would want in this game, why don't you just leave a comment below? I'd love to like read and see what other kind of Mii fighter costumes you guys like to see. Because I'm sure there are plenty of other options. I can't think of it off the top of the head. But so yeah, I think I'm gonna cut off here. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this little like mini series, well, it'll be usually on Sundays, but I was just a little busy yesterday. But yeah, so if you like videos like this, be sure to give this one a like. It shows me that you guys like this. And then, yeah, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more me playing games, talking about games, and stuff like that. Also, be sure to check out J&K Games, my collaboration channel, where we do discussions about gameplay, or new game news, and unboxings, and plenty of other fun stuff. Alright, thanks guys, bye.